Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. We are on a series of videos. This is one of the videos regarding putting up a tent. I have a bunch of tents and it's time to put them up. So the reason why I'm doing this is that I teach classes to women, and they might need to borrow a tent. And the last thing I want to do is give them a tent that has missing pieces to it. So I have 11 tents I'm putting up. And I'm posting a video, one every day for 7 days, 1 week. So you're gonna see me every day. I am finding a spot for this tent, and I say, why not do it at a campsite number 1. The tent we're putting up today is a REI solo Flyte. I don't know how you say that. We're putting up that tent. Okay, some of these tents were donated to me. Some of these tents are my own. I'm kind of going through to see which tents actually make the cut, because I got a lot of tents and I really don't need 11 tents. But some of them are really good and I want to keep them. Ooh. I'm like, smell this. I love the smell. I love the smell of tents. Is that weird? So gonna be called the tent lady. I know it. Oh, I love the smell of tents. Okay. I always lose parts to tents, and then I gotta find something at a store to try to replace it. Okay. This one does not have a ground cover. A lot of times the ground covers are really expensive, that you honestly could just cut up a trash bag. The raven says hi. You know, this is actually heavier than one of the other tents I did, which was the first tent. And that's a 2-person tent. But that's like that tent to me reminds me of like a thru hiker, where you're really checking your weight. I've slept in this one. This one I remember. Yes. I remember this one. I have a video of me staying in this tent. And I remember because this part's broken. See how it lost its. This tent might not make its cut, because you see that I had to tie it together. Oh yeah, now I remember this one. Man, it's a good tent too. I think I was trying to find another pole for it. I don't know how to fix that. But yeah, it's an old one. These tents are as old as me. Okay. They're not that old. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Alright, let me put this thing together. Man, I like this tent too. This is a bummer. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of it. 11 tents is too much, right? Who needs 11 tents? Right? Maybe it's too much. Okay, let me put this together, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like afterwards, because this is going to take a while. What do I do? I really like this one, and it has a curve to it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how you fix these. Anybody know how to fix it? I like this tent. But I do remember it totally failed on me in that backpacking trip. Totally failed. And so I gotta remember, don't give this one to the ladies. They won't be happy with me. Let me show you. Let me give you a close-up of this tent. So this is one, it's more like a coffin than a tent, really. Just one person fits in it. And really, it is just one person. I did fit my backpack in there on another backpacking trip, and that was before I started videoing what I'm doing. But it gives you a kind of idea. This is where the pole goes that's missing. So it would be up like this so your feet aren't touching it. So what happened, on the last time I was backpacking, that collapsed on me, and then my sleeping bag got all wet. Oh, I really like this tent. It's gonna be hard for me to get rid of tents, I think. But this one's gonna have to be a fail. I do have a rain fly on it. I'm just gonna stick it on there for right now because I'm just putting tents all around my property in this whole series. But I'm pretty bummed by it. What do you think, rockers? He doesn't think anything. I really like it though. Do you hear that? That was a thunder cloud and a plane. But that was thunder. Whew! It might be raining. We might be testing out these tents. Okay, so I need your vote. See, these tents all have memories for me, you know? That's the problem. I get attached. I don't get attached to anything but my gear. Okay, so this one was in one of my videos where these guys showed up to my camp thinking that they needed to rescue my dog at 11 o'clock at night because my dog was growling at them. And that was out in the wilderness, and they were about 8 miles from the nearest trailhead at 11 o'clock at night. If you didn't see that video, check it out. If I remember, I'll link it. So, I need your vote. Do I keep the tent? Do I fix it? Figure out a way to fix it? If your vote's set, better tell me how to fix it. Or do I get rid of it because I have 11 tents anyways? I think my ideal amount of tents that I'd like to have is probably 7. 7 tents would be good. Yeah. So this one could be easy. I could donate it and leave it to someone else to fix because I really don't have a lot of time to fix this stuff. I could possibly buy something online. However, this is heavier than my 2-man tent for backpacking. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Put a vote below so I know. And we'll find out. So I'm going to keep this up for 5 days, see how well it does. And I'll see you on the 5th day.